What is up, everyone? We are back. It's been 2 weeks. We've only had one episode this whole month, or the past month, so I apologize about that, but I was getting a little burnt out, not going to lie. I am your host, Josh Bogs Life Boger, and this is Every Inch Counts Podcast. I'm with pretty much my co-host, my beautiful girlfriend, Faith Zimmerman.
Hi.
And what an episode we have today. But before we do that, we did take 2 weeks off. A lot happened.
I don't even remember the last 2 weeks.
We were so busy that it's like even if we wanted to record, we were just too mentally exhausted to turn on the camera, put on the headphones, and just start talking.
Yeah, I mean, I work 6 days a week. I'll be working 6 days a week until the first week of December. So by Saturdays are my only days off, and today's Saturday. And by Saturday, I am always so mentally and physically exhausted. Like, I just want to lay down and do nothing.
That's how I am, too.
And, like, I can't majority of the time. Like, either we do bowling every other Saturday, so I either have to bowl on that Saturday, or the Saturdays I'm off, I, like, do laundry and I clean. And, like, so it's not technically a day off. I'm very excited that after the first week of December, I will not be working 6 days a week anymore.
I'm excited about it too. I'm not gonna lie, because when you're mentally exhausted, it's just hard to do anything or want to do anything. And I've been there. I was like that, honestly, because if you guys don't know, I am the producer of Dan's Golf World podcast. So we do that every week on top of this show too. And the clips for both shows, I do them as well. So it's like I'm always working. And then I started streaming again.
Which I'm excited you started streaming.
I started streaming on TikTok under my TikTok page, Bogs Life. And basically, I'm just playing video games on there. I hooked up the TikTok studio thing, the live studio on my PC, and I'm playing different games. Like I played Backyard Baseball, and the game I'm currently just grinding on and just opening up packs and just talking to the chat is TCG Card Shop Simulator. That is, I think, the same company that made the Supermarket Simulator. So
You were obsessed with Supermarket Simulator when it came out.
I could still go back and play it.
Yeah, I have it too. Like, I played it for a while and I just haven't. But I also have had no time for anything. Like,
Yeah.
I was off yesterday, which I'm not usually off on Fridays, and I caught up on some YouTube videos I haven't been able to watch, because, like, that's just what I do on my days off. I catch up. The only thing I'm consistent on watching is Sidemen Sundays. More Sidemen I did catch up on throughout the week, but I don't, like, I feel like I don't have time for anything.
Yeah, I know. I'll tell you something. Last night was a crazy event for the world of media and the world of boxing.
Okay.
Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson was last night of the recording of this episode. I had the whole stream on the whole time. I was at bowling and I had it on my phone. And then when we came back here, we had it also on my phone because I think your dad was watching it on your Netflix, so I had to use mine.
I don't think that mattered. I think it was just Netflix was crashing.
Yeah, Netflix crashed, I think, at least 10 times for me. At least. And there was a time we had it on the TV and it just went black. Like you couldn't watch it.
I've been saying since Netflix tried to do live for the Love is Blind reunion a couple seasons ago, that Netflix needs to stop doing live TV shows because it doesn't work.
Well, you know what's going to be live every week next year is Monday Night Raw.
I know, and that's the thing is, like, I hope this being a live event for a long period of time compared to the Love is Blind event that was an
awful.
hour that they didn't even do. They just recorded it and then posted. Hopefully they learn from their mistakes of it, because I don't want my Netflix I don't watch Monday Night Raw. I do not watch NFL, which apparently is coming on Netflix on Christmas. Like, I want to watch Netflix, and I don't want it crashing because you can't handle the velocity of people coming onto your streaming platform.
Yeah. Which, I mean, I get it. A shit ton of people came in. I don't know the exact numbers,
But like, the thing is like, you as a streaming platform should be able to handle that volume.
yeah, you should. The thing about that though is that when you have those two big names, it's always going to be a big event. You have the best fighter in the world, best boxer in the world, Mike Tyson versus the most controversial boxer in the world now, Jake Paul.
I know, but my thing is like it. Everyone knew they were the headliner, so everyone knew that no one came on. I feel like Netflix did not start crashing until it got closer to the time they were supposed to come on, because then everyone started hopping in because no one wanted to see the pre-fights.
Yeah, no one wanted to see the mid card.
Exactly, and my thing is, I understand the factor of doing it because not a lot of people have live TV and you want it live. You don't want it to be a pay-per-view or people had to pay for like majority of fights are. Okay? Completely understand that. But if I wasn't watching it with you, I would have just been watching Netflix in general. And if Netflix crashed, I would have been like, what? Why I'm not allowed to watch Netflix because they can't handle this.
Yeah, that is true.
So I think they can. I'm just hoping that they get it together.
Okay. Yeah. What did you think of the fight? I know you're not really a Jake Paul fan.
Well, I don't watch a lot of boxing. I've definitely watched a lot of pay-per-views for UFC. I'm not a big Jake Paul fan. It's no getting around that. I do like Logan. Jake has definitely gotten better as a person, but until he is consistent with his personality he is bringing forth now, I will not be his fan.
I'm your fan, man.
I will say he had much respect for Mike Tyson, which I highly, highly like that he did that. As much as I feel like it was not I would not call it a boxing match.
It was more, I look at it as it was more like just a dance.
That's my thing. It's like I would not call it a boxing match. Now, I have not watched a lot of boxing matches. I've watched all of JJ KSI's boxing matches because I'm a big fan.
You watched the first KSI versus Logan?
Yes.
You watched it live?
No.
Neither did I.
But I do like the respect he gave him. I do think at some points they both could have went at each other. And my thing with this is their families are friends.
Yeah.
So, like, I understand the factor of you having the testosterone, you having the meanness you want to have for a boxing match, but that's your friend. Like, that's like, I feel like, now, I don't know for sure, but I just feel like Jake and Logan look to Mike Tyson as an idol, as a father figure type of thing, like a leadership role. And like, as much as like I feel like they both could have went at each other, neither wanted to.
Yeah, I 100% get that. I noticed that after the fight, when he was talking about like, is this gonna be your last match? He goes, no. He looks over to Logan, and Logan's like, I'd kill you, Mike.
I do want to show you a TikTok, and I meant to show you earlier before this. There was another post interview with Mike Tyson, and he said that it would be his last fight.
All right, yeah. Did you see all the things going around with him like before the fight? They I didn't even catch it. Well, it was going live because I was probably at bowling, but they recorded Mike Tyson in the locker room and his ass was out.
That's what my dad was showing my mom when we came home last night.
That's nuts. They did him so bogus.
I do want to say the factor of Mike telling Logan, like, I'll fight you type of thing. The look on Logan's face, like I told Josh this when we were watching it. I'm like, that camera cut, and Logan looked at Mike and said, dude, this is the internet now. Like, people are going to expect this to happen. You can't just say stuff like that. Like, they're not going to forget about it.
No, I think that one might be forgotten about a little bit, though.
I think it'll turn into a big meme, if I'm being honest. I think like just the factor of Logan's face and the way he looks at him, like, what?
Yeah, that is. Yeah, me personally, I think that's what's gonna happen. I don't think there's gonna end up being a fight between him and Logan. There's no way.
No, and there's the whole thing with I feel like Mike Tyson is a phenomenal boxer in his league from what I've seen. What I'm saying is like he's just stop. Listen to me. I feel like he just wanted to try it again. I love Mike Tyson. All right, my parents' first dog was named after Mike Tyson. I just feel like one, it wasn't a boxing match. I think they both did it for money, which there's no problem with that. Absolutely no problem with that.
Get that bag.
Especially when how much Mike Tyson has been through in life. I don't think it was at all a problem for him to say yes to this match, let them pay him, and him dance around the ring. How much that man has put forth in this world, he deserves that money. Like, and I know it's controversial because I feel like you dance around the ring and you make what, like $30 million, like. But he has so much trauma from his years of boxing.
He does. Well, and life in general.
Oh yeah.
My thing is, it's just for me. He did say he was competing with an injury. His legs weren't there. Mm-hmm. You could just tell, like, after the first round, his legs, like, he was in a knee brace, and he just couldn't move.
He wasn't allowed to take his medication for a long time before the match.
And the one thing that irritated the shit out of me was those damn commentators.
They were so funny. Oh my gosh.
No. So Mike Tyson has this habit, or during this match,
he always has this habit, he said.
Yeah, he always says he has it. He bites down on his
boxing
gloves, and he's got a fixation
with biting.
Which I think that might have been a joke, or that could have been true because he did bite off an ear. But the fact that you had one guy who's faced him, that's like no, I faced him. This never happens, and then the other guy was like, but I've read online, and I've seen multiple fights of his. He does do this, and they're going back and forth the whole fight, and it goes
8 rounds,
and it goes all the way until the post-match interview in the ring. And I'm like,
the post-match interviewer looked at Mike and said, "All right, so there's a debate in the commentary box. Why do you bite your gloves?"
Yeah,
like that was all they weren't even talking about like points or hitting or the power or anything about the actual boxing match. It was literally like, does he actually bite his gloves? No, bro, he doesn't bite his gloves. But I feel like he does bite his gloves.
Yeah. It was a whole strange event. And actually, it was super successful. Like, they crashed Netflix. So overall,
yeah,
it was a huge money grab.
And I
Good
feel
for
like
them.
I feel like they did it through Netflix, and I feel like Jake's audiences are younger still, aren't they?
No, they're getting older.
Well,
his audience is finally growing up.
Yes, but I'm saying like pay-per-views are like $50, $60, like usually.
Oh, one last question. Do you think he was pulling his punches?
Who?
Jake?
I think they both were.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay.
But anyways, I feel like with the audience that Jake has, with the volume he wanted people to watch, not everyone can afford $50, $60 pay-per-views. So it's free on Netflix. A majority of family homes have Netflix, or your friends have Netflix. An easy way for a broader spectrum of people to watch, especially with what kind of fandom he has.
Yeah, that's true. You know what else we've been watching? It's the second season of it.
Oh.
House of Villains. I don't know if you guys ever seen it. It's on Peacock. It's basically all the villains of all the reality TV shows put together.
Well, it's some. It's not like every single villain.
But it's a house full of them.
Yes.
And
the first season was really good.
First season was really good. The second season, I mean, the differences between the first season and second season is that you got first season you had Johnny Bananas, but you had Johnny Fairplay. That's who I was trying to figure out. You have Johnny Fairplay from Survivor, and then you got Bananas. That's a 1-2 punch right there.
Oh, we also had Jax.
From what? I forgot what he's from.
I thought he was from Real World.
I don't know. But then you had New York.
Yep. Tiffany.
And then that chick from The Apprentice.
Oh, and then we had what is her name from Bad Girls Club?
I don't get no sleep because of y'all.
Yeah.
You don't get no sleep because of me.
It was her.
She won it. She won the first season.
That was spoiler alert.
We're on the second season.
So some people might want to go back and watch this now.
Too bad.
Bobby. There was Bobby.
Oh, Bobby Flay.
Yeah.
No, Bobby Light. Bobby Flay's a chef. Bobby Light.
I feel like we're missing people. Oh, that girl from 90 Day Fiance.
Yeah, the one that Johnny was trying to get with the whole time.
Yeah.
With bananas.
I can't remember who else.
We had who was the Bachelor chick?
I don't think there was one the first season, was there?
Yeah, there was a Bachelor girl in there.
Oh, I don't know then, because I've never watched The Bachelor.
We might have to rewatch that last season.
This season
is awesome because you got Wes from The Challenge, you got Richard from Survivor, Naked Richard.
I'll let you go.
New York's back, and
Safari
from Love and Hip Hop.
Yes. Teresa
from not Desperate Housewives, from Real
Housewives.
Real Housewives.
I think she's from New York. The other Desperate Housewife. She just won a competition in the show.
I have no clue what's her name. But then,
I can't remember. And then the Bachelor girl.
And then you have Mr. Spectacular. Jesse.
Oh yeah, Jesse from Big Brother.
And TNA Wrestling.
Yes, but we know him from Big Brother.
Yeah.
I think that's it. Is it? No. The drag queen. I don't remember his name.
Candy.
Yes, Candy.
Yeah. It's a great show. I love it.
And the girl that her and Wes got in a fight.
Camilla?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not going to say it.
I don't remember if there's anyone else.
But anyways, the show, they play games, they live in a house, and right now, Wes is absolutely Wessing it up. If you have...
I have to disagree with you.
No. Because you never seen him in the challenge.
He's playing
the exact same game he's playing in the challenge, and I mean, previews for the next episode.
You still haven't explained what the show actually is.
Oh, everyone gets voted out, and the winner wins.
Okay, stop. It's a house of all the villains from reality TV. They do challenges. The first challenge is usually for supervillain of the week. That person that is supervillain can nominate 3 people. Those 3 people will then compete to get one of them off the block. And then the housemates will vote, and that one person gets ejected. And then the show goes on like that. There is a few things, there's some ways multiple people can get switched off the block. Sometimes randomly a person will come in. But it's basically the premise.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I like it. I enjoy it.
But I do have to disagree with you.
What?
About Wes.
How?
Because I feel like, yes, I feel like Wes is playing a good game, but I don't think he is running the house because he's kind of on the sidelines with a lot of the votes and a lot of the behind the scenes nominations. The couple times he has tried to tell people who to nominate, they've done the opposite. Because they'll be in their interviews Wes, try and tell me what to do. I'm not fucking doing that. I think he is trying to play a slight game, but he has to remember he's in a house of villains, that they've all done it. So I feel like now he's trying to turn the tables a little bit in his favor because he can't do the same strategy that he's probably done in the past. But I don't think he's solely running the game. I don't think anyone's solely running the game right now.
Yeah, that is true. But I don't know. It's true, but it's not. Because I think Wes, in the previews of the next episode, it's got him in fire. He's under fire. People are finally figuring out that he's running the shit. But he always finds a way out.
Yeah, but my thing with this show is well, I guess it could be the same thing because spoiler alert, everyone kept trying to get Johnny Bananas out and he just kept surviving and surviving and surviving.
I'm telling you. It's a great show, though. If you guys haven't checked it out, go to Peacock and just search it up. And you'll love it. It's so funny. The comedy in there is just so, like, slapstick, like, not intentional, but sound effect and post edit is meant to be funny.
The host of the show, he's from SNL. What's his name?
I don't know who the host's name is.
He's the same host as Is It Cake?
Is it really?
Yes.
Oh, Joel?
Yes, it is Joel.
Joel something. I don't know.
Yeah, he's from SNL. It's really funny.
It's really good, so go check that out. Now we have a new segment that we just implemented in. You're going to explain it.
Okay.
While I have to go get something for...
You're going to leave the podcast set?
Just for a second, because I have to go grab something for one of the segments that I forgot.
Okay.
So explain it.
What do we call it? Face confessions?
Yep.
So me and Josh today, we're trying to figure out what we were going to talk on the podcast, because we weren't really sure if we were going to record today. He was like, what do you want to talk about? And I was like, well, the stuff I want to talk about, like, I don't know if your audience wants to see, and you won't really understand it because it's about, like, books and stuff, because that's what's been in my brain lately, because I have a couple book series and a new book's coming out. And he was like, yeah, let's do that. And I was like, can it be a regular segment of, like, me, like, talking about, like, the stuff I want to talk about, like books, TV shows, pop culture, stuff like that? And he's like, yeah. So we named it Face Confessions. This is so awkward without him here. I am excited. I hope you guys like it. And if you don't, boo me in the comments and I'll cry myself to sleep tonight. Anyways, he's back.
Hi. You did good.
Thanks.
Yeah, you did good. I had to grab an item or two for a segment later in the show.
I just explained what Face Confessions were. I didn't talk about anything else.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Keep going.
Well, you gotta tell me what's next, because
Oh.
I don't have it in front of me.
Oh, yeah, you don't. Yeah, I should have thought about that. So
It'll get better, I promise.
she was. I'm like, yo, what do you want to talk about? And she's like, honestly, I want to talk about my books.
Yeah, I know.
So I mean,
I explained that part.
what books you've been reading right now or recently that you finished, or you're in a current read? What do you got going on?
Reading right now.
Mm-hmm.
I should have brought the books down so I could tell you the authors. I'm like 100 pages in The Lake. It's a very, very short book. It's basically about these two girls that something happened when they were at camp when they were in middle school, and they got invited to come back as counselors. And I'm about 100 pages in. They have not said what has happened that summer. They've given us snippets of memories, but that's it. So it's like you're trying to figure out what they did and like if they like murdered someone or something. Like it's good. It's a very short book, and I've heard her books are good. They're more thriller thinkers, I guess you could say. I don't know the author. I'm so sorry. It's upstairs. If I can get Josh to actually put stuff into subscription, I will have him put the books, like authors and names in there.
Yeah, I could do that.
The next book I'm reading is, what is it called? The Flame of Shadow. You're gonna have to give me a second, guys. I'm so
Flame
sorry.
of Shadow?
It's basically
Is it smut?
well, yeah, kinda.
Oh no. Oh no.
Where's my Goodreads app? Okay. It's basically about this girl who so there's 4 kingdoms. And she is a kingdom of flame and fury is what it's called. By Whitney Dean. I guess I could have looked up the author of the other book too on my Goodreads, but it's okay. It's basically about this girl who is a queen of her kingdom. There are 4 kingdoms, but the book starts off. I'm literally going to tell you like how the book starts off, and then I'll explain the rest. So it's not going to spoil anything because it's within the first like 5 pages. What I'm about to say. This girl literally, the book starts off with this girl killing these two guys with her like power of flame. So she's like holding them by the necks and burning their necks. And then she's like looks at the moon. She's like, crap, I gotta go if I'm gonna make it to this festival. And she like drops the bodies and runs away. And she changes into a different persona with her powers and changes to a different person and goes to the festival. She sees this guy and they just like click instantly, like they've known each other forever, and they're about to like make out and like, you know, do the thing. And
They're about to fuck.
yeah. And then she kind of looks at him and she's like, what's your name? And he says it. And she's like, all right, I'll remember you in my dreams, and walks away like a boss ass bitch. But
Provocative ass book. That's what we're feeding to the youth.
Okay. But I'm about 200 pages in. I'm not going to say what the whole book's about, but I do have theories on it of what's going to happen. It is the first book of a series, so I'm pretty sure how the series is going to work is she's in the kingdom she is now. The next book she'll be in the next kingdom until I think there might be 4 books if my theory is right, and she'll go to all 4 kingdoms.
In this new series you started?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm only 200 pages in the book. I haven't really had time to pick it up. But it's basically, if you're not into dark romance with fantasy in it, I do not recommend, because it definitely is like dark romance. Like if you don't want to read about killing and then don't read it. But it's good. That's only 2 books I'm reading right now. I was in the middle of a series, but I stopped reading the series. I read The Uglies, which is that movie that came out with Joey King and the actor that plays John B.
John B.
From Outer Banks. I read the first book, and then I watched the movie because I wanted to read the book before I watched the movie. Now, granted, I bought the whole book set when I bought the books because I was like, I'll have them because I would like the box set if I'm going to buy all books. So I bought the box set. I read the first book, watched the movie. The movie is nothing like the book, but whatever. And then I read the second book. The second book was okay. It was all right. Like, not my favorite thing in the world, but it got me to the point where I'm like, I don't really want to pick up the third. So I, like, stopped after 2. I might eventually pick it up again, but it's like the main character's pissing me off. So I don't want to pick up the book again. And then... Oh, what's next on the list? My theories of...
Yeah, your Sarah J. Maas theories that you got.
Is it that
there.
one, or is it the Empyrean series?
For the theories?
Yeah, I have theories on both.
You just said your theories on Sarah J. Maas lore.
What's the other one say?
It
just says the book title, right? Onyx Storm?
Yeah, that was it.
Okay. Well, I haven't talked about Onyx Storm
Oh,
yet.
really? You haven't?
No, because you didn't tell me to.
Oh. I should have sent you this.
It's okay.
My bad.
We'll talk about Onyx Storm first because it's a shorter rant. Onyx Storm is the 3rd book of Rebecca Yarrow's series, the Empyrean series. Fourth Wing is first, Iron Flame is second, and Onyx Storm is the 3rd that comes out January 27th. I already pre-ordered the deluxe edition for me and Josh's sister.
They're both into this shit.
But it's okay. Spoilers for this series. Skip it if you want to read this series, and if you have read the first 2 books and you want to hear my theory, then keep watching. But I'm so serious, guys. Spoilers. Okay. I have to. So they're in the middle of they just technically got done with a war in the books. Which when I read this book, I couldn't speak for a solid 10 minutes, and Josh kept trying to get me to talk to him, and I couldn't comprehend what I read. So do you remember that?
No.
We were sitting on that couch, and I closed the book, and I went, what? And he go, what's wrong? I'm like, I can't. I just can't.
Was I reading too?
No.
Oh.
I think maybe. I don't know.
Was I reading my comics?
I don't know. But basically, it's about this girl who is a youngest daughter of 3 siblings to a general in this dragon academy. So basically in this universe, there are 3 things you can go into. You can go into the scribe quadrant, which is like the historians. You can go into the riders quadrant, who are the battlefront, the army, because they ride dragons. And then there is the medics, who obviously heal. So the main character's name is Violet. She wants to go in the scribe quadrant, but her mom will not let her and tells her she has to go in the riders quadrant because that's where all of the Sorengales have gone. Now, they explain it in this book that this girl is literally so small and so fragile that she could break by falling over because she has some medical disease where...
What's it called?
They say it and I don't think I remember. But basically, like, her bones are brittle. So, like...
She's got she's got glass bones.
So basically, a small little fall will be nothing for someone, but like will break her type of thing, like break her arm, like
she's
whatever.
Fragile.
Yeah, she's fragile. So basically, her sister tells her to watch out for Zayden. I'm gonna butcher this name. Zayden Ryorson.
That is odd.
Yeah. So it tells him to watch out for this guy because his father was the leader of the rebellion. And he's going to try and kill her, basically.
Ooh.
In the first 5 minutes of her in this quadrant, she meets the guy.
Ooh. Whoa.
Okay, you're being
Whoa.
You're doing this because we're doing the podcast. You did not do this when I actually explain books to you.
5 minutes? 5 minutes?
Yes.
And she...
What?
Man...
So basically she sees the guy and they both kind of lock eyes or whatever. And this guy behind her finds out she's the general's daughter.
No way.
It's not the same guy. It's a different guy named Jack. Okay. So they have to go across this parpet, which is basically, imagine this is a long, like a cobble stone path up in the air, suspended. Like
it looks like what that girl is trying to do in prison.
Okay, listen to me.
Okay, I'm sorry. Keep going.
Like a long a long stone path that you're suspended like 100 feet in the air, all right? And like this is the little bit you can walk on, all right? Or you
Kinky.
slip and die.
Yeah, kinky.
Stop. Or you die, right?
Uh-huh.
So she makes friends with these 2 people in line. Her sister gives her, but prior to this, these special boots that help her stick or whatever. So anyways, stick to the ground. So she switches boots with the girl in front of her and they start walking. And then the guy behind her, Jack, kills the guy behind her.
Damn.
And looks at her and goes, Sorengale, I'm after you. And starts running after this girl. Okay. So she starts running.
Forrest Gump running or like
no,
Naruto running?
Running. Okay, she's not fast, she's not quick, and she's fragile.
Forrest Gump. Okay, thank you.
Forrest Gump runs fast. Okay.
No, he just runs cross country.
Anyways, so like after he runs after her, like she literally catches him when they get off the parpet, and she puts a knife towards his penis, and basically like that's that.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Towards the peen?
Yeah.
Naked or closed?
Closed.
Okay. Was he cut or not cut?
Not cut. She threatened. Anyways, I'm not gonna explain this whole book to you.
That went right over your head.
I don't know. Okay, he's not one of her lovers. Anyways.
Okay. Just a hoe. Okay.
No. So I'm not gonna explain this whole book to you, but basically that's the premise of the book: is that she's fragile, people want to kill her, and whatever. So it's basically an enemies to lovers. The Zayden guy that she was told not to be a part of. She bonds with the baddest dragon out there, of course, because that's how all fantasy novels go.
A bad bitch.
Yes. Now we find out that her dragon is mated to his dragon.
They fucked.
So they have the same lifeline. So like the whole point of this book, listen to me. The whole point of this book is if the dragon dies, you die, right? So a dragon can live without its rider, but a rider cannot live without its dragon. So once you're bonded to a dragon, if that dragon dies, you're dead.
Whoa.
Yeah.
What kind of interstellar,
Well,
like...
Aragon was Aragon was completely opposite. Aragon was, if the dragon died, the human could live. If the human died, the dragon died.
How do you get bonded to a dragon?
By bonding to the dragon.
Like, how? How do you bond with a dragon?
Magic. Anyways, so so when she bonds to this dragon, she actually bonds to 2 dragons, but when she bonds to this dragon, he tells her, if you are my last rider, like, I don't want any more riders after you. I've gone through enough with the battles and everything. Like, you are my last one. If you die, I'm dying. All right? So stop.
Sorry, I just thought of something.
So if she dies, the dragon's dying. So if her dragon dies, then his dragon dies because that's their mates and she's not going to live without him.
She don't want to fuck no one else.
So if she dies, then Xaden dies. So Xaden's life is now tied to Violet's. So that's how the love story blossoms, is like him protecting her and enemies to lovers type of thing. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So I'll get to my theories now. Okay? So when you bond to a dragon, you siphon a signet. So you basically get power that is drawn from that dragon, but it manifests into something that you personally need. So that dragon can bond with someone else later in life, and they will not get the same thing that you got.
So you're saying if I went up to a dragon right now and saying if I get one special wish, I could wish to be tall?
No, that's not what I mean. I mean
a special power, growth.
No, like for battle, like. Xaden can conquer shadows, and one of her friends can move objects through walls, and her sister can make wards around her as a protective barrier, like something you need for yourself from the power the dragon gives you. You manifest into a power for battle.
Oh, so you're saying I could get super speed?
Sure.
Where's a dragon? I want one.
Anyways, so she gets lightning. She is bonded to 2 dragons, so she also gets to use her other dragon's time stopping. But her dragon is not a full-grown dragon, so the more she uses it, the more that she's forcing her young dragon to mature to become an actual dragon. So she has lightning. Okay, she has the lightning.
I have a quick question.
Okay.
Do you think dragons have to pay child support?
No.
Like, you don't think in those times in that book
No.
there were whore dragon riders and whore dragons that would just try to get pregnant, just have
No.
more dragons to make more money?
That's not how mates work.
How?
Mates?
She don't have to be a mate with anyone. She's fucking everything.
Everyone has a mate, and if you don't have a mate, then obviously you can fuck whoever. But once you're mated, you physically you can't.
I'm saying this dragon that wants to be a whore.
Okay. No.
You can't have whore dragons?
Not in the books I read, babe.
Man.
Okay.
Fulfill my fantasy one time.
I'll write you a book about a whore dragon, okay?
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
I
can read it on the pod.
I don't know about that. Anyways, where was I at? Okay, she has lightning, okay? The second book's about war. She finds out that a bunch of stuff, and I'm not going to explain it all, but the whole theory is that Rebecca Yarrow said in an interview that Violet has a second signet because she has 2 dragons.
How does one have 2 dragons?
That's a whole other theory process I need to tell you, but I don't know if we have time for that today.
Yeah, no, we don't.
Okay. It is explained, but I also have a theory with it as well, but it's too much to explain. So, she said that it's within Iron Flame, which is the second book. So everyone has been reading Iron Flame, posting their theories on all the Facebook pages I'm in for the books I read, because I'm that type of girl. And my theory, no.
I think you've done that maybe 10 times in this episode.
Sorry. Now, my theory is 1, it is either a truth sayer, because there was this whole point in the second book of Xaden not telling Violet the truth. And Xaden kept saying, I will tell you the truth as soon as you start asking the right questions. So I think Violet, as soon as she asks questions of someone, they have to tell her the truth.
Okay.
So I think that could be one of her, could be it. Or there is a theory out there that she's a distant welder, because of how fast that she would be flying from place to place. I don't know if I necessarily believe that one. Honestly and truly, I think it's the truth one, but I want to get to my other theory of this real quick and then we'll stop. So her dad's dead. Okay. Okay.
Gone forever.
Her dad's dead. It says in the beginning of the book, he's dead, right? Violet's mom was sick when she was pregnant with Violet, and that's why Violet has silver in her hair, okay? She literally has brown hair like the rest of her family and then silver tips, okay?
You say silver tits?
I'm not doing this anymore with you. So now Rebecca Yara did say that her dad is dead, right? So dead, like he can't come back or whatever.
No, he can't be revived. This ain't zombies.
But I have two theories. One, that Violet's dad is the antagonist in the book, the Venom, who draw power from the earth and don't draw power from dragons. I think that her dad is the leader of that or is a part of that.
Cold-blooded killer.
Or Xaden's mom has never been around his life since he was born. So I think either her dad or his mom are part of it.
All right.
Okay, I'm sorry. That was really drawn out and people are probably skipping forward. I'm bored at this point.
Well, they're going to be really excited.
I have Sarah J. Maas next.
You didn't even get into that yet?
No.
All right, we're going to save that for next week. We're going to save that for next week.
I told you I can yap.
Well, you got to learn. I'll teach you how to yap in an organized way. All right, so.
I can't when it comes to books.
You read a lot of books. One in particular, you might see none of it. Actually,
yeah.
There's one
Harry
thing
and
back
Cho
here.
are behind you.
Harry Potter fan. You love Harry Potter. So I decided we've done, sessions like this before where we have trivia from ChatGPT, but now this is a new game. We're actually going to make it a game. And we're just going to keep a tally throughout the whole entirety of the show, every different episodes, how many you got right, how many you got wrong, or how many you didn't win. I'm going to give you a 15-question quiz. First 5 are easy, then medium, then hard.
Okay.
You have to get 10 right to win.
Okay.
So you at least need to get 10.
I do want to preface this by saying if I suck really bad, I'm so sorry. I've not read the books in so long.
All right. Are you ready?
I guess.
I'm going to tell you first 5 are easy. They're easy.
Okay.
What is the name of Harry Potter's owl?
Hedwig.
Correct.
I know.
What house is Harry sorted into at Hogwarts?
Gryffindor.
You're right on that one. What platform does the Hogwarts Express depart from?
Platform 9 3/4.
Yep, you are right on that one. Who is the Half-Blood Prince?
Snape.
Yep, 4 for 4. What spell is used to Whoa.
Okay.
Whoa. What spell is used to disarm an opponent?
Expelliarmus.
You're 5. You got 5 now. 5 for 5.
Okay.
What shape is Harry's Patronus?
It's a stag.
6. 6 for 6. What magical object shows you the deepest desires of your heart?
The Mirror of Desire.
No.
Well, it's backwards. I don't know how you say it.
The mirror of
Yeah, it's desire backwards. I just couldn't think of that in my brain.
Well, that's wrong.
I know.
So you have 6 right, 1 wrong. You need 4 more. But we'll go down and do all of them.
Okay.
What creature is Aragog?
A spider?
Anchromatua. What is that? That's just a big spider?
It's just a big
okay,
spider.
I'll give that to you. You got 7 now.
Okay.
You need 3 more. Who became the Minister of Magic after Voldemort's defeat?
After Voldemort's defeat?
Yep.
I don't think I know this.
Oh, this one's
The
going to stump
Minister
you.
of Magic, not
Yep.
the Headmaster of Hogwarts.
Minister of Magic.
I don't know.
Kingsley Shacklebolt.
Oh, I knew that.
So you're still at 7.
Okay.
What potion allows the drinker to take the appearance of someone else?
Oh, I know this.
Oh, this one's easy.
Hold on. Polyjuice.
Okay, I'll give it to you. Polyjuice potion.
That's what I said.
Now you have 8 right. You need 2 more. Final 5. Hard level.
It's just stressing me out.
What is the full name of Voldemort's snake?
Voldemort's snake? I don't know.
Nagini.
Oh, I knew that. Full name. You made me think it was like too. Never mind.
What is the name of the spell Hermione uses to unchain the Gringotts dragon?
Couldn't tell you.
Relatio. How do you 2 and 2 words?
I
here.
haven't read the books or watched the movies in so long.
So what do you got? 8 right?
Sure. I think I have 7 right still.
Well, and I'll just do the math. You got the first. Did you get the first 5? Yeah, you got
Yeah.
the first 5. You got 6, 7. You're at 8. You're at 8. Okay. What is the name of Hagrid's half brother? You need to get 2 out of 3 of these right to win. What is the name of Hagrid's half brother?
I want to say Nor, but it's not right.
Grop.
Yeah.
Grop. Get that grop. All right. What is the name of the device Hermione uses to attend multiple classes at one?
Time Turner.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, you're right. You didn't even let me finish the question.
Sorry.
So you have to get this one right
So sorry, guys. I'm going to
to
fail you.
win.
I'm going to fail you.
You might get this one right. What is the name of the book written by Gilderoy Lockhart about his experience with magical creatures?
Fantastic Beasts.
I'll give you another chance.
To deal with magical creatures, that's not Harry Potter. That's Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them.
No. What is the name of the book written by Gilderoy Lockhart
Oh!
about his experiences with
I was
magical
thinking
creatures?
of Grindelwald. Not. Oh, I. Lockhart's book to find magical creatures.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
You are wrong. It's Magical Me. So you are down 1-0
Yeah, sorry, guys.
against the trivia.
Yeah.
But it's okay because we are going to be doing this every week.
I got a really couple questions stupidly wrong.
Yeah, it's okay. But here's our next segment, and this is what we are going to do. I have Mad Libs. We haven't done Mad Libs in forever on the channel. So what we got, I decided to go with the Pokemon ones. You're just going to turn to the first page that's available. And she's going to, now it's going to be tricky. You got to hold the mic and do it at the same time. I will. Okay, damn. And she's going to give me some Mad Libs. And with her knowing the English language, she knows what all these terms are. So she will help me out.
We'll see.
So just write them down. Just write them down there.
I am.
All right.
I need a verb.
What's a verb? Is that like
running and
is it with ing though, or is it just plow?
okay.
Plow.
Adjective.
Goofy?
A place.
P. Diddy's house.
Oh, why are you doing this to Pokemon?
What's next?
Verb ending in ing.
Lubing.
Your Pokemon, cancel him. Verb.
Loose.
Ew, bro.
What?
Nothing. Plural noun.
Plural noun. Let's go earlobes.
Celebrity.
Akon.
How do you spell that?
Akon.
Oh. Adjective.
Quick. Is that an adjective?
Yeah. Noun.
Fork.
Occupation.
Stripper.
Bro. Adjective.
Moist.
Ew. Noun.
This is the last one.
Mm-hmm.
Cows.
Cow.
Cow.
Ready?
Yep. Rated with the title.
Gosh. So you want to train Pokemon.
Oh.
So you want to plow Pokemon, huh? Well, it's not as goofy as it seems. First off, you'll need to find them. You can catch Pokemon in the wild or in P. Diddy's house. Once you have a Charizard or a Blastoise, you'll need to gain its trust. That's not always easy. You can try feeding it or looping it. But the best way to gain a Pokemon's trust is to loose with it.
Loose with it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Once you
was
and your
probably
Pokemon are best... Oh, sorry. Once you and your Pokemon are best earlobes, start training. You can do this with a friend or even with Akon at a quick gym nearby. Think of it like training a fork. Only when you've trained enough should you challenge another stripper. For real. After all that, it would be moist for someone to come along and take your cow away.
Tell you something.
I think we need to brushing up on our English language.
I think we do.
Austin called me.
Oh, that's all right. We're about to end the show anyways. All right. This has been another great episode of Every Inch Counts. Thank you so much for coming on, babe.
Thanks. Sorry, guys, if my book talk was boring to you.
No. She's going to have a segment every week that she is on.
It won't be books every time, I promise.
Won't be books every time. It's going to be her own thing. I told her every week, come up with something, write it down in an outline form, and I'll put it in the outline, and we'll have at it. Well, I'm your host, Josh Bogs Life Boger, with my beautiful girlfriend, Faith Zimmerman. And we will catch you guys next week because we are back on regular schedulely programmed. Whatever you want to say it like that is how I'm going to say it. It's okay. It is very okay. Are you okay? Because I am not. I think I'm running out of steam. But we will catch you again next week on Every Inch Counts because if you're not inching, what the fuck are you doing with your life? We out. Peace.
Bye.